If you're tired of paying for rent and you want to live for free, then this video is for you. What's up guys, it's Sean. When I first heard about this specific concept, I had a hard time wrapping my head around living for free, getting paid to live where I live. And I just couldn't wrap my head around. And I'm sure some of you are on that same path and you're not sure really how to do it, and you may have heard of it before. Anybody within their 20s and 30s can do this strategy, but it will take certain things, and some people I'm not talking to. I'm not talking to people who are up to their neck in debt. This is not for you. I'm not talking to somebody who has a very poor credit score. I'm also not talking to somebody who doesn't want to put in the work that it takes to go out and do this strategy. But before I get into this, if this video is for you, then please tap the like button, hit the subscribe button. It will really help me out as I'm just starting this channel. I'm going to be speaking specifically about this strategy, things related to this strategy, things like how to find a right lender, how to get up your credit score possibly so you can go out and speak to lenders, how to save up some of the money that you need to buy your first house hack, what type of loans are available to you, how to deal with tenants, anything related to tenants, how much fridge space do I need. And so I'm going to be talking about things related to this strategy. So you might be thinking, what is this guy even talking about? I'm talking about house hacking, buying a 4 to 5 bedroom house, living in one bedroom, renting out the rest of the bedrooms. And so while you're living in your room, essentially the rest of the tenants that you have in the other bedrooms are going to be paying your rent for you. They're going to be either making you money, letting you live for free, or at a very reasonable cost. This strategy also works with duplexes, triplexes, and quadplexes. However, I'm not specifically speaking about those just because I've never done that before and I wouldn't feel qualified to talk on it. I do know a lot about it, but in this area in Colorado Springs, it doesn't make sense. There's not a lot of them, and if they are, you're just buying them way over value. Single family definitely makes more sense around this area. Now that single family makes more sense, it also doesn't mean that you have to get a 4 or 5 unit property. You can do this with a 3 or even a 2 bedroom house and live in one of the bedrooms, rent out the rest of the bedrooms. This term specifically just means that you have people in your house that are maybe strangers. I would stay away from family and anybody who is helping you pay down the mortgage at a cheaper cost. And so how much money you need depends specifically on which loan you're going to be using. There's 3 different types of loans. There's other loans out there, but these are the 3 most common types of loans that you can get. You can get a VA loan if you're a veteran, which is the best loan that you can get. You can also get an FHA loan, which requires 3.5% down on the total cost of the house. And then you can also get a conventional loan, which requires 20% of your money of the house. Okay, so what do the numbers look like specifically? I'm going to be using some very general numbers just so that you guys can better understand how the numbers look on paper and how they make sense. Let's say you buy a $200,000 4-bedroom house. With a FHA loan, you're going to be paying 3.5% down of the actual purchase price of the property. So bam, $7,000 is what you're going to be paying in a down payment. And so for closing costs, you roughly are going to pay about $4,000 to $5,000. That's the average, and it could be less. I paid about $3,000 with seller credits and the mortgage lender kickbacks and dollars, so that's what I would put. So you're in this house $11,000 to $12,000, but here's where it gets interesting. So let's say on that $200,000 house, your monthly payment with a decent credit score and a average interest rate comes out to about $1,500 per month. So if it's $1,500 per month and you're in a 4-bedroom house, you know that in order to meet the minimum for that house, you have to have $500 in rent per room, which is pretty standard. Around here, it's about $650 to anywhere upwards of $800. In your area, it might be a lot less, but on average, the purchase price is going to be pretty on par with whatever the rent by the room numbers go by. And so on this $1,500, you're getting $500 per month from the other 3 bedrooms, which per the numbers and the easy numbers that I put on paper, it's going to be coming out to about $1,500 per month is what those tenants are paying you. So in that 4th bedroom that you're in, you're going to be living absolutely free, on top of the rent savings that you're going to be getting, which are in some areas very significant. You could be making money while you're living where you're living. And then also appreciation. And so whenever you're paying down your actual house mortgage, you're gonna be paying principal, and that principal is around what your mortgage payment is going to be. So if it's a $1,500 mortgage payment, you'll probably be paying somewhere around $1,200, maybe less, maybe more in principal every single month. You're putting $1,200 towards your net worth, and that accumulates significantly over a year, 2 years. And with appreciation, which I'm not even factoring into the equation, say you get 3% appreciation, which is low for our market, but it might be high for your market, and you're getting even more money on top of the equity and the rent savings that you have. So in a couple years, if you are paying down that principal every single year, for 2 years, if you're paying down the principal every year, you're going to be netting about $30,000 into your pocket, not including house expenses or anything else associated with that. And guys, listen, these numbers are very straightforward. I did not include anything with expenses, mortgage insurance, paying utilities, any sort of expenses that you might have related to other things. And so those are going to be specific things, but for the most part, these are what the numbers look like on a property like this, and it's very possible that they could even look better. In most cases, they will look better than this. And that's why this makes so much sense. You buy a cheap house, requirements, you have to live in the house, then every month you're saving on your rent, whatever that may be. It could be really high for you, it could be low, but on top of that, you're getting equity into the house, which in turn, you can use that equity to buy more properties. So after a couple years, you can rinse and repeat, and then use the equity that you built up into that house and use it to get another house and rinse and repeat every 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever the case may be. But essentially, you're building up an empire over a very short amount of time just by living in the house and renting out the other room. And so guys, I know that everything within this was very generalized, and I'm gonna go into further details about specific things within this video in later videos where I'm covering deep knowledge about house hacking, my experiences, things related to anything house hacking, finances, how to raise your credit score if you need to buy a house, really anything that you can think of related to house hacking. That's what we're going to be covering on this channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys stick around and check out some of my new videos that are going to be coming out soon. Hit the subscribe button, tap the like button, and we'll see you later.